Hi, Taylor. I hope you're doing well. Listen, the last paper I graded for you was excellent. Please keep up the good work. We're going to talk about Module 6. Can you believe it? We're on our sixth deliverable and we only have seven. I hope you're keeping track of your time. If you ever have any questions, please reach out to me. Let's go into Module 6. If I can advance. There we go. All right. Let's really focus in on deliverable 6. What do you have to do? We can look at the competency, but let's pay special attention to the scenario information. Your supervisor has a meeting at the end of the week with company management. The purpose of the meeting is to select CRM software for the company. She has identified 6 providers and ask you to research and analyze the following 6 CRM platforms. And we can see the 6. If you note, they're blue. That means they're hyperlinked inside our course shell. I encourage you to click on each and read more information about the 6 products. Instructions. Create a 10 to 15 slide PowerPoint. Pause. 10 to 15 slides. That does not include the title slide or the references slide. When you're creating PowerPoint, your goal is to use keywords, phrases, and sometimes images on your slides. Then go down to the notes section of PowerPoint. In the notes section, think about what you would say when you present your PowerPoint. What would you say for slide 1? Whatever you would say, please type that in the notes section of slide 1. Go to slide 2. You see it. What would you say? Whatever you would say, go into the notes section of slide 2 and type that information there. Repeat this process for all the slides in your PowerPoint. Remember, use keywords, phrases, and images on your slide, and detail notes in the notes section of each slide. I hope that explains it. Now, what else do we have to talk about? 4 pros and 4 cons. The advantages and disadvantages of each of the software products. We'll do that for each one of them. We're going to cite their advantages and their disadvantages. Next, we're going to talk about pricing information for each CRM software. Now, be careful when you get to this point. Don't just list the different prices for each of the items. What we need you to do is tell us the prices and compare. That's the key word. Compare the prices across all the packages you're reviewing. Just posting a list of prices does not help us. We want you to compare. Next item, evaluation of each brand of software using the criteria listed in the summary table template. Say what? What is a summary table template? Well, look down, bottom left of this dialog box. See where it says summary table? Right there. You're going to have to download that and use it. That's a Word document. I want you to download the summary table and enter the information in there. Now, I'll share more about that in just a minute. The next item, analysis of each brand of software. Rank the CRM platforms with 1 being the top recommendation and 6 being the least recommended platform. Explain why we're ranked in the stated order. So why did you give number 1? Why did you give number 2? Addressing each one, explaining why they were ranked the way they were. All right, my favorite part, because I enjoy giving you an A. So let's look at the mastery column. Thoroughly identified 4 pros and 4 cons for each brand. Number 2, thoroughly compared pricing information for each of the CRM software packages. Now, don't stumble here. It says compare the pricing. It doesn't say list it, but it says compare it. So first we'll find the different prices, and then we'll compare it across all the CMR software packages we're evaluating. And finally, number 3, thoroughly evaluated the 6 CRM software using the criteria listed in the summary table template. Okay, so we know where the summary table template is. Now we're going to look at it and find out what it is we have to do. Because after you complete the summary, you need to take a picture of it and bring it over and put it in your PowerPoint. Remember, slide count does not include the title slide or the references slide. It only includes the slides between the title slide and the references slide. It's just like writing a paper. When your instructor asks you to write a paper with so many pages, you don't count the title page and you don't count references. You're only counting the bulk, the middle of it. Same thing holds true when you're creating a PowerPoint. 4 pros and 4 cons, and pricing information. The first 2 things we're going to tackle. How? Well, I encourage you to always read. Go back. You can see some similarity going on here. Go back and look at some of the announcements I posted for Module 5. Hopefully that will help you complete Module 6. You're going to see, starting with 5, and then 6, and 7, those deliverables tend to build on top of each other. So you go from the beginning, the intermediate, and the advanced. And I know, Taylor, you can do this. Some of the announcements, this is what I posted, some of them, that I posted for Module 5. Hopefully, the information here will help you complete Deliverable 6. Okay, time to put your thinking cap on and start analyzing. How do we do that? Remember we talked about that table? Well, here it is. Okay, so this table is in Word. Up at the top, we've got the 6 companies we're going to be reviewing. Starting with HubSpot, come down that row. Look at the first item. Was it built for a small business? Enter a 1 if yes. Enter a 0 if no. So go to the first box under HubSpot and type either a 1 or a 0. Go down to the second item. Built-in security features. If this is true, enter a 1. If not, enter a 0. Go down the entire row, looking at each value you're supposed to enter. Now that takes care of HubSpot. Now we have to do the same process for the remaining CRM packages. But by the time you get done, this table will be all filled in. These blank boxes will be filled in. And now I want you to look at one more thing where it says total points. Total your points for each one. And that's why we're using numbers. 1 or 0. Quickly add the total for each CRM packet. Then after we do that, we need to take a picture of it. Because remember, we're using PowerPoint. We need to take this table from Word, copy it, and put it into PowerPoint. How do you do it? You might already know, but quickly open the summary table, select the table, assuming it's already completed, copy the table, go to PowerPoint, right-click your mouse, and under Picture Options, select Picture. So where is this Picture Options? Well, if you look at the image on the slide, you see it says Paste Options, and it's the second from the right. It's a picture, and you place that into PowerPoint. Why do it that way? Why can't I just copy and paste it? Well, a lot of times when you copy and paste it that way, your table's going to look distorted. It won't look like you want it to. But quite frequently, if you use that little paste option, it will come in correctly. Now, there's always an exception. What happens if you did all those steps, but your table was too short? Well, just click on the table, and as soon as you click on the table, you're going to see those little white balls. Those are called sizing handles. To make it bigger, hang on the picture, move your mouse to one of the four corners, not the middle ones. If you go to the middle, it's going to distort it. But if you go to one of the four corners, you place your mouse up there, hold your left mouse button down, and drag away from the center. That makes it larger. If you want to make it smaller, just put your mouse by one of the four corners, hold your left mouse button down, and drag towards the center. So dragging towards the center decreases the size. Whereas if you want to increase the size, you drag it away from the center. But always remember to use one of the four corners. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Now it's time to analyze. Well, half your battle's won. Remember, you used that summary table, you entered all your points, you totaled them. Well, that's what you're going to be going on now, the total points that you gave each. But now you want to analyze it and say, why did this person come in first? Why did this person come in second? And so on down the line. You need to analyze. Here's where you're encouraged to base your decision on the professional resource. And that will be about it. So you've gathered your information, you analyzed the 6 CRMs, you completed the summary table, and you created your PowerPoint presentation. Pretty simple, right? I know it's going to take you some time. Not too bad. But please, if you ever have any questions, reach out to me. You know you have been by messenger, which is greatly appreciated. It's time to create. I'm looking forward to reviewing your work. Have any questions? Reach out. I'll be there. Thank you.